An area with a significant amount of disparity in receiving sufficient food is New York City. The Bronx, a borough of New York City, is an area in the US with a high rate of food insecurity, which has led to high obesity within it. From 2000 to 2014, there has been a sharp increase of fast food restaurants in the borough, further lopsiding the disparity between fast food restaurants and grocery stores in it. This means that most citizens of the Bronx have to consume fast food over fresh fruit and vegetables. As more people eat unhealthy food, more of them are afflicted with diabetes, evidenced by the high diabetes death rate in NYC. However, Manhattan, another borough of New York City, has a disproportionate amount of grocery stores compared to the Bronx. Due to the ratio of grocery stores to fast food restaurants almost being 1 to 1, the residents of Manhattan have the most access to food compared to other boroughs. About 72% of residents in Manhattan have sufficient access to food, while only 62% do in the Bronx. According to one study, which studied whether stores carried healthy foods or not, only 18% of stores in the Bronx had them. However, in Manhattan, over 58% of stores carried all 5 recommended foods. This graph depicts that about 62% of people have proper access in the Bronx, 73% in Manhattan, 69% in Queens, 69% in Brooklyn, and 70% in Staten Island. As shown by the graph, the Bronx has a significant disparity between people with access to proper food. This shows that food disparity is a major problem present in New York, causing many residents to become obese, leading to diabetes, yet it remains largely unsolved because their data is covered up in overall statistics since other residents have adequate access to food. This is especially apparent when looking at how the Bronx's residents are overshadowed by residents of other boroughs in the graph, such as Manhattan.
When addressing the obesity epidemic in the United States, people often overlook the main cause of the issue. They assume that it is a conscious choice to eat unhealthy food, but in most cases, many people simply don't have the option of fresh food. Government officials have a frequent tendency to attempt to solve these problems by informing families, even low income ones, to eat healthier while offering them dieting information. This is completely ignoring the root of the issue: lack of available options and equity. To solve this, we could set minimum welfare and income levels commensurate with the ability to purchase a healthy meal. We could gain support by policies around marketing, promotions, locations of food outlets. People must view food banks for what they are: society's failure to hold the government accountable for hunger and poverty. If we hold the government accountable by making them put in more funding and effort towards providing people in food deserts with fresh produce, this conflict could be resolved. It is a basic assumption that all obese people should just eat healthier and exercise, but those who live on a low income have to pay a poverty premium. This is essentially the extra cost that people below the poverty line have to pay for goods and services, such as electricity and rent. We can all make a difference to help those who cannot afford to eat a healthy, nutritious meal by educating ourselves and others.